One of the things that happens when we go through difficult, I'm sorry, let me just take that out. One of the things that happens when we go through difficult situations is that we get to find out who is really there for us and who isn't, right? That's one of the things that I've noticed. When you go through a hard time, you really get to figure out who is there for you really and who is just, pretending. Yeah, because only the people who really love you are going to stand by you. Only the people who really, really like you, only the people who really want to be there for you are going to stand by you when you go through something tough. I'm in my 20s, yeah, and I will not say that I feel exhausted a lot, but it's not the easiest time of my life, basically. 20s can be tough. Based on like people that I've listened to, I know that 30s can also be tough, 40s can also be tough, right? So, um, it's okay to feel exhausted, it's okay to feel tired, it's okay to feel like you need a break, it's okay to want to try something new, it's okay to feel out of place. As human beings, we go through different emotions at different points in time. We experience different things, and you cannot sum up your entire life in one phase. Yeah, basically. Sometimes you go through a phase of life that doesn't have to define how your whole life is going to be. People go through different things, and people who are going through a divorce, or let's say people who are going through a breakup, right? That's not the best phase in life for them at the moment. So it might be difficult to navigate, especially if it's something that you haven't experienced before, especially if it's something that you haven't been through before. It's new to you, it's a new experience, so you might find it a bit hard to navigate. So it's okay to feel the way that you do in the moment. For me, what I always say is, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not harming anybody, then feel free to feel all your emotions, feel free to be the person that you want to be in the moment. Hi, welcome to the live. I can see that someone just joined us. Okay, so if there's anything that you want to share, feel free to write it in the comment section. I'll be um, reading it. If there's anything you want to share about what you're going through or how you're feeling, this is a safe space. So feel free to express yourself. Thank you all so much for joining. It's a pleasure to have everybody here. It's exciting for everyone to be here. Um, the topic says it's okay to feel exhausted. Sometimes you can feel really down. Sometimes you might even feel depressed because of things that are happening around you. And it can be little things that trigger like everything that's happening to you. I think as human beings, most people are good at suppressing their emotions, especially if you're in an environment that doesn't let you to allow you to be expressive. Hi, Bonia. Hi, welcome to the live. Especially if you're in an environment that doesn't let you express yourself the way that you would like, so we tend to suppress our emotions, suppress our feelings. We tend to put them at the back of our mind. Now, one little thing can really trigger you to now feel all the emotions that you have been avoiding. You will be having a rough day, and you might say, okay, I'm going to make the best of this day, I'm going to be positive. But one little thing, such as somebody stepping on you, can literally trigger all your emotions, and then you begin to react, and people feel like you are overreacting based on what is happening, but you're not reacting to what just happened. Your reaction now is a accumulation of everything that's happened over the week, over the month. I'm from Nigeria, and you? So yeah, it's okay to feel the way that you feel, but as we become adults, as we grow older, it is our responsibility to learn how to navigate our feelings. It's our responsibility to learn how to navigate our emotions. Okay, we cannot do bad things and then say, oh, that's how I feel. No, you can't do that. The older that you get, you have a social responsibility, you have a responsibility to everybody around you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. So you cannot just act anyhow that you want to act and then blame it on your emotions and your feelings, especially if you're doing something that is, I don't know, hurting other people or hurting the environment. So as we get older, we need to learn how to regulate our emotions in a way that we are not being destructive to ourselves and to others. It's not the easiest thing, but it's worth trying. So yeah, once again, it's okay to feel the way that you feel. Life gets overwhelming, life gets tough, it even gets hard. Sometimes it gets discouraging, especially when you don't have help, especially when you don't have support, especially when you don't have people around you to give you like a shoulder. Okay, sometimes it's we don't even need like finances. Sometimes we just need companionship. We just need someone to tell us that it's okay. But if you don't have that, and even if you have that, there are certain things that we need to deal with on our own. So it's okay to feel exhausted. The topic is that it's okay to feel exhausted, it's okay to feel the way that you feel, it's okay to feel overwhelmed. So if there's anything that you want to share with us about how you feel, you can feel free to share, Bonia. Thank you so much. If there's anything that you want to share with us about how you were overwhelmed or when you went through a tough time or anything like that, feel free to share with us. I'm just having a quick snack because I'm a bit hungry. Okay. So feel free to share your experience with us. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel while you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. Take care of yourself. Bye. Another reason. Bye, Bonia. Another reason that we might feel exhausted or overwhelmed is that I think certain times we put too much pressure on ourselves. I'm not even talking work related. I'm talking on other minor things, okay? The way that we look, the way that we dress, the way that we act, okay? I think sometimes we put too much pressure. Just wanted to confirm something that I saw. I think sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves, unnecessarily pressure. Okay, sometimes it's peer influence, sometimes it's something that someone close to you said that just keeps ringing in your head and you feel like you need to do more than you actually should do. We all cannot look the same. It's great to put effort or to make effort into looking like your best self, but keep in mind that we all cannot look the same. We all cannot look like supermodels every day of our life. Okay, some of us have unrealistic expectations about how we should look. We don't like the way we were created, we don't like the way we were born for whatever reason. Maybe because of comments that people have made, maybe because we want to look like our favorite celebrity, or we want to look like people that we see on the internet. So we begin to put unnecessary pressure on ourselves. We begin to overthink things that don't matter. Everyone cannot look the same, everyone cannot act the same. You are unique in the way that you are. You're supposed to come to the world with your unique flavoring. So if you end up looking and acting like everybody else, then what's the point of your existence? Because you're just going to blend in and be like everybody else. You don't get to stand out, okay? So for me, I don't think it's necessary to overthink how you look. As long as you look decent, you dress decent, okay? I mean, you may decide to look like a model every day of your life, like a superstar, but if that is going to bring added pressure into your life, it's not necessary. And not added pressure in a way that you are achieving your goals, added pressure in a way that the money that you're supposed to save up for maybe something more tangible, you begin to spend it on, unnecessarily clothing, cosmetics, procedures, and all of that. I feel like people should be more comfortable in their skin. People should be more comfortable in the way that they are being created. People should be more comfortable in the way that they appear, the way that they talk, and the little things about them that they think are flaws. Whenever I see people online that show up without any artificial anything, it's actually motivating, and I feel like I like them a lot. There's this lady, she does TikTok, and I also see on Instagram she shaved her head, and she doesn't wear makeup or anything. She just comes out the way that she is and passes her message across. I really like that because it teaches people that they can be comfortable in their skin, as much as they would like. You don't necessarily need to look like the next person. We're all created unique for a reason, so why not embrace it? Okay, why not embrace it? There are some things that we can do away with. I'm so sorry, my eye is itchy. My eye is really itchy. So there are certain things that we can do away with in order to reduce our stress level. Okay, there are certain things in our lives that are not necessary. There are certain people in our lives that only contribute to our stress. Okay, apart from family, because I can't tell you to get rid of your family. Apart from anyone that is family, like there's certain friends that we have, there are certain places that we go to, and we are aware that these places and these people do not add anything of value to our lives, but for whatever reason, maybe the desire to fit in, maybe the desire to just go along with everybody else, we keep hanging around these people, we keep going to these places just to keep feeding our own insecurities. That's doing yourself a great disadvantage actually. So yeah, whenever you feel overwhelmed, if you can, feel free to take a break. Okay. I know that some of us are chasing the bag. Alright, that's why I said if you can. Some of us have deadlines, we have goals to achieve, so we cannot just take a break. But just know that whatever is affecting your mental health, whatever is affecting your physical health, is affecting your life overall. So if the situation gets that bad, please take a break. If you are so overwhelmed, some people get overwhelmed to the point that they cannot even function, right? So if you're that overwhelmed, please take a break. Okay, just look after yourself, because you are all that you really have. Health is wealth, basically. Mental health, physical health, health is wealth. There are certain people that they have all the money in the world, but they still don't feel as good as they thought they would feel. I tell people that it's not the money per se that brings happiness. It's the experiences that money can provide that brings happiness. Yeah. It's not the cash you have in hand that makes you happy. It's the experiences, the things that the money can do for you that makes you happy. And the things that money can do for you, those same things, can get them done without money. Okay? Let's say you want to go on a trip. Someone can take you on a trip with their money. You might win a free trip. Okay, let's say you want to buy something, someone could gift you that thing, or you may win it. There are different ways to have this same experiences that you have with money without actually having money. So some things are not worth sacrificing just to get money. Because by the time you get money, you start looking for those things. One, your peace. Sacrificing your peace for money is not worth it. Sacrificing your health for money, not worth it. Sacrificing your joy and happiness for money, not worth it. Sacrificing family for money, not worth it. Because by the time you get the money, you will start trying to get these things, right? Then realize that the money is not as enjoyable as you thought it would be. Basically. So guys, I'm just thinking today how blessed I am to have my own side of the internet where I can literally just be myself and do my thing without the fear of judgment, without the fear of I think I let go of all my insecurities last year. Yeah. I think I did because well, also because of the internet. Those insecurities kind of came because of the internet, and they also left because of the internet, because I have seen people who I think, okay, well, it may just be me, but I think they look worse than I do, and I think they're not as smart as I am, but because of their confidence level, they seem to be doing much better. And it's true what they say, that someone with twice your boldness and half your intellect will get double the things that you are supposed to get. Okay, so courage, boldness plays an important role in life. Sometimes we are too scared to go after opportunities that we are overqualified for. Meanwhile, people who are not even half as qualified as you are going after these opportunities and getting them. Okay, so you can do better. There's something I want to talk about in my next video, but I think I can just talk a few about it now. And I was going to say that we stop chasing virality, right? Now here's why. If you consistently show up in the way that you should, over time you build a community of people who trust you, who are willing to listen to you, and who may have your best interest at heart. But if you go viral, you may not reach the audience that shares your same values and interests, right? Audience that aligns with you. And the things that you might actually do to go viral may not be something that ordinarily you do. So you are not being your authentic self while going viral. I don't know if you hear me. So the audience that you would attract from that virality is not really your main audience. It's like people that chase clouds. They go out of character, they become someone else in order to draw attention. Now the thing about having multiple personalities is that you might not even know which one is now truly you, right? You may not know which one you have become, right? There's some people that are actors and actresses in real life. They wake up every day and they put on a new face. They wake up every day and they put up an act. They don't really show themselves who they really are. Sorry. Now, every day of your life, if you're busy pretending to be someone that you're not, how then do you get people to like you for who you really are? Because people don't even know you, the real you. Okay, that's the question. If people don't know the real you, how can they like you for who you really are? How can they get close to you for who you really are? That's the question. So what's just pretending to be someone else actually has a counter effect, because you're doing that thing so you can either be liked or noticed, but the person that people are noticing and the person that people are liking is not really you. So it's a bit counter effective in my opinion, but some people don't mind. It is fine. I mean, that's their choice. But for me, I would rather not. Another thing someone told me, or another thing I found, I can't really remember how I know this, but it's that it's okay to have a track record. And what is a track record? Building your track record is that point in time where nobody knows you, nobody is aware that you existed. This is where you cement who you really are. Okay, by showing up consistently in that same form, in that same pattern, people really get to know that, okay, he has been like this for a year, so you know this is definitely his true color, right? That's when you cement your personality. And the thing about that is that the day you get noticed, you have something that people can go back on and be like, oh wow, you know, this is this, that is that. Basically. Another question: do you do things because you like to do them, or are you doing those things because of the attention that is going to draw towards you? There are certain people that live for the applause that they get. They live for the attention. Now the thing about depending on attention is that the day you don't get it, you feel like your world is ending. You feel like your world is crashing down the day that you don't get the attention that you want, right? So it's almost like you're depending on that thing. It's almost like an addiction, but it's something that you need to consume every day for you to feel alright, which is why people that start chasing clouds, they almost can never stop, because now that attention that they get is kind of like they are now dependent on it, right? They need to get that attention every day to still feel like you're important, to still feel like you're relevant, to still feel like they are needed, right? And that's not really a great place to be. That's not really I don't know, it's not the best place to be, honestly, to feel like you need to depend on attention. Then you begin to do things that on a normal day you would not do just so you can get attention. It's the same thing for people that fall in love with someone that doesn't like them back. You begin to become a different person just so that person can like you back. So I don't think we should do things for attention. I'm all for authenticity, showing up as your real self. And people say something about they talk about branding. I think branding is great for business, but as a person, hmm, it's kind of tricky for me. That's what I think, because people change, people evolve. By the time you brand yourself as one thing, you kind of put yourself into a box, because now you cannot show people that you are anything other than that person that you have shown them that you can be. Yeah, that is my personal issue with branding and some certain titles, because when people put you on that pedestal, you always have to keep up, and people forget that you are a human being. You can sleep up at any time, you can change, you can evolve. Today you can decide to be this thing or this person, and tomorrow you can decide to be something else. Life is not a destination where I say, okay, this is my final bus stop, I'm never going to change into something else. Life is the whole journey, life is the whole experience. So today you can decide to be something, tomorrow you can decide to be something else, which is why I don't like being placed on pedestals, because I feel like they are not realistic enough. As much as we hold ourselves to a very high standard, high Ferdinand, as much as we hold ourselves to a very high standard, we should also